How you guys doing? John, Indoor Hydroponics. Welcome back. Guys, my favorite vegetable slash tuber to grow is container grown potatoes. I grow them every year. Here is this year's episode on how I'm going to hill them up. I've got two 10-gallon pots of what's called Austrian crescent potatoes, a specialty market type potato. First time growing them. Looking forward to seeing if I get any results with those. I've got two 25-gallon pots. One with Kennebec, which always seems to produce for me here in Michigan, and Yukon Gold, which I'm convinced I can grow this year because I haven't had very good results with those. The vines have breached the surface. It's time to hill them up, and we do this in layers. What I've got going on here is some compost, a layer of compost, a layer of Happy Frog potting soil, a layer of earthworm castings, and a layer of azomite. And then we're going to continue those layers all the way up till the top portion of those leaves. Let the vines grow out a little bit more, and then continue repeating that process until you have no more pot left to fill. Pretty simple concept. It's at this point, guys, where if you were to use petrochemical fertilizer, which I'm not bashing, I've used them in the past, you'd want to use some sort of a bloom type formula, something lower in nitrogen, higher in potassium and potash. Now would be a good time to start doing that regimen, but I've got so many high quality nutrients going on in these pots. Going to continue it out with a completely organic grow. Again, went a little bit overkill with some of the amendments, but looking for solid results here. Let these 25-gallon pots kind of grow out a little bit more. In fact, I'd probably let them go a little too long. Nonetheless, we'll take a look at our 10-gallon pot there, and then we're going to flip over to the 25-gallon pot. Now, those pots are really big. Okay, so doing this in layers by hand will probably take forever because there's still a good space there. So I'm going to bust out the wheelbarrow and start mixing up a larger quantity of substrate here. I've got Happy Frog potting soil, a little bit of peat moss, some good quality compost manure. Here I'm going to amend that with some earthworm castings, azomite, bone meal. Mix that up really well, and now I've got a good quantity to start filling those pots up with, because it does take a lot on 25 gallons. I've never grown potatoes in 25 gallons, so I'm kind of interested to see if the production will be any better or if it's just kind of a waste of soil. We will find out. But again, the key to success, in my opinion, with potatoes in containers is don't let them dry out. Keep them good and watered. The larger containers will stay hydrated a lot easier than the smaller containers. But these vines do take up quite a bit of water, and to grow them healthy, which will ultimately give the tubers the energy to produce underground, need lots of water. And that's okay. We are starting to see really good growth on these things. They're starting to put out flower buds, and I can't be more impressed this year with our potato vines. They just look absolutely amazing. And again, all I've got to do the remainder of the season is keep these things hydrated, wait for these vines to start to yellow and die off, and then I trim them back, let them dry out just a touch, and then we dump them and try to find our treasure. Okay, guys? So here we are with the Austrian crescents in full bloom. The Kennebecs and the Yukon Golds have not begun to bloom yet, but they will very soon. I've got a just mass of fantastic looking potato vines here. So guys, that's healing, growing, taking care of them. Next video up is harvest, and I'm looking forward to it, guys. So come back for the last part sometime in the fall or early summer for the Austrian crescents. see what we get in terms of production. As always, guys, love ya. Thanks for watching, and peace.